Hello everybody, my name's Eva and I left Cotton Grammar in 1999. My last full-time job was an operation manager for a restaurant chain up north, near Leeds. So I started helping my uncle out in his restaurant when I was young. I started peeling onions and potatoes and of course washing up. And I have been in the catering and hospitality industry since. When I left school, I got my first job in the kitchen as a kitchen porter. So I do all the cleaning, sorting out all the deliveries, and any other jobs that nobody else would want to do, even cleaning the toilets. But I knew if I work hard and show the chef my passion and determination, he would trust me and teach me more about cooking. So within months, I was allowed to help to prepare vegetables, and then I was allowed to help even prepare meat, and then eventually I was allowed to cook. And then I had my own session in the kitchen where I can manage the whole service. So it's like a shift, so it's like one session per shift, if that makes sense. But then that wasn't really enough for me. I want to learn more about ingredients, things that's not on his menu. So what I do when I'm not at work is I would then read cookbooks and talk to other chefs and anybody who's good at cooking and have a passion in food, even my friends, grandparents, aunties, anybody. I would just keep asking them questions and then I'll practice at home. Oh, by the way, we didn't have Google back then. That's why I keep asking questions. I still ask questions now because Google doesn't actually know everything. Um, and then eventually I was offered another job, and this time I've made it to chef, a proper chef. And I would also do some shift in the front of house, so then I can talk to customers, learn about customers' relations, um, and I would also build my experience on the bar, on the cashier, and then eventually I cover the manager when they're off. So that side of thing, I gained experience dealing with like paperwork, legislation, laws, policies, boring stuff, but they're compulsory. So a typical day in a restaurant would be starting at about 9 in the morning. But if the restaurant serves breakfast, it will start at 6 in the morning. And then we'll spend about 2-3 hours to do preparation, and then we'll do the service, like lunch service or breakfast service. And then once we finish serving the food, we will be cleaning the kitchen down. Then we'll get about an hour break, and then we'll start preparing for dinner service. And it's just the same thing every day, but it's fun because you get to cook for a lot of people. And then when people come back, like the waitress or the waiter comes in and goes, "Hey chef, table 11 or table 30 really enjoy the food," and yeah, you get the buzz from that. um, and there's a lot of cleaning involved. When the service is all over, we'll clean all the kitchen equipment, all the work service. We'll have to organize the fridge, make sure everything's in date, and then we'll have to write a shopping list for the next day. So that's pretty much on a day-to-day basis. And then on a weekly basis, we might have to deep clean the kitchen. Again, the deep clean, it means literally dragging everything out of the fridge so we can clean the inside of the fridge, pull the fridge out so we can clean underneath and behind the fridge or the cooker. We'll have to clean all the extraction fan high up. Sometimes the ceilings gets a bit grease on there, so we have to get a ladder and climb up and clean the ceiling as well. All the door handles, everything needs to be cleaned, sanitized. Yeah, it's a lot of cleaning to be a chef or in the hospitality trade anyway. Then we will also have team meetings and discuss any issues, any concerns, any improvements to be made. Is everyone okay? How are we going to work out the days off, holidays? There's a lot of discussions going on as well. So 30 years in the trade, without giving me my age away, I've decided now to take my career to another level. So last year I have returned to study, and I'm currently doing a diploma in education and training. So my plan is to become a lecturer and hopefully teach more young people like yourselves who would like to enter into the catering and hospitality industry, whether you want to be a chef, whether you want to be in the front of house, whether you want to be a bartender making amazing cocktails, or be a manager, or have your own restaurant one day. Um, so I would definitely recommend, when all this is over, look into colleges. Most colleges have different levels of catering courses, um, that you can get yourself into. You got the level 2 culinary skills, level 3, you've got the BTEC, or I strongly recommend you look into apprenticeship, because you get paid while you learn, and you do get a lot out of it. It's very beneficial. Um, Also, at the moment, through this, what are we doing at the moment? I am looking at loads and loads of YouTube videos, um, checking out Google's for other chefs, what they're up to, stealing the recipes, um, yeah, learning other culture food. There are still a lot of different ingredients that I haven't come across, so I am doing that. Again, YouTube is just amazing, and Google as well. Learn some skills that I don't know. For example, I've never really looked into sourdough. So during the last few weeks, I've been starting my own sourdough, and it's going quite well. It's a lot of kneading, tiring, um, and also practice skills that I don't come across a lot, like pastry making, simply because it's so easy to buy pastry now, and we tend to buy them in rather than make them. So during lockdown, I am practicing my pastry skill, refreshing my skills, and yes, so it's still a lot we can do during this. So good luck to all of you, and see you on the other side.